The show is starting. I hope everybody's having a good day today. I'm doing my usual thing where I answer your questions. So, if you need advice from a nerd, you can get it. My fingers. Why is this so hard? Yeah. You can get advice from me. I'll give you advice. Or we can just talk about nerdy things. I'll give you advice about nerdy things. I like to do that. Your wish will be granted, likely. If you wish for wisdom, then you've come to the right place. They say I am wise, as that character in the golf ball game said. In UFO 50, they say I am wise. I think about that a lot. I need to put that into the slideshow on the Twitch. And speaking of Twitch, this is live on Twitch and YouTube and on TikTok. But if you're on TikTok, I'd much rather you come to the other places. But yeah, if you want to follow me at other places, you go to YouTube. I'm Handemonium Flows everywhere. Hi, Labyrinth. So not too much new on my end. Hi, Kitty. I still kind of like maintaining my plants outside, but I only got 3 right now that have actually survived, which is sad, but I'll still have some nice yield from my plants that I'm growing. Right, I was just gonna add another image to the doohickey. To the doohickey thingy-majig. Like that. That's okay. Could be a little better. If anybody's got any questions, happy to answer your questions. I'd love to answer your questions. I wouldn't say that I'm full of wisdom, but I can help you. Maybe. So many contradictions, right? But really, I'm having a good day today. I don't know why I have to keep saying that. Sincerely, it's a good day. If you've got questions, I have answers. Uh-oh. Where's my sound? No, there is sound. Sorry. TikTok was lying to me about my sound for a second. That was funny. So I played some more Mina the Hollower yesterday. That's a really good game. I watched the Nintendo Direct. There were some interesting things, and I played bingo on there. And my bingo card was not very good. That I made. I didn't get very many squares. But that's okay. It's really fun to predict what those shows are going to be. Hope everybody's doing well. If you've got a question, I almost need like a prompt here as well. Like a question prompt to get to break the ice, so to speak, because I know sometimes it's scary. I have social anxiety. Someone's live and they're streaming, and they're like, talk to me. That could be a little freaky. Like, hey, I'm talking to you. Like, I'm talking to you right now, right? Like ostensibly. But as I was saying, I hung up a little link back here. I think I did that yesterday, but it looks like he's not doing so well. I'm AI. I'm not. Look at these fingers. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. That's difficult to do if you're AI. Plus, this is a long, like, continuous clip. It would make sense if I was, like, filtering this over or something, but I know how an Also, I'm playing like live music at the same time. Um, I can tell you that tomorrow is June 11th. I can tell you that my cat's crying. I don't know. I don't know how to prove to you that I'm human anymore. If you believe that. P-Care, thank you. Thank you. I'm just gonna call you Cooner. Yeah, I could show you. I can do a consistent like turn around. AI's not good at that. I would need like a specific tool, probably to spin myself around right on a live stream like that. I'm just saying. I understand very well what the limitations are in that scenario. Even for the state-of-the-art video models. If you need advice about AI, mostly like why AI sucks, I can tell you that. But I also know like what I can tell you, like, oh, they could do that. I'm very good at knowing that. I've worked in like data training, AI training, so I know a bit. But yeah, it sucks. Like, fuck, the data centers are not good. we don't need to scale all of that so that it's like available to everybody. That's not necessary. The data centers are such a big grift. Oh, also, thank you, Blahaj Otaku. Very nice. Or Blahai? I still say Blahaj. I know it's not that. Blaha. OSRS. Not sure what OSRS is. I should know. But how do you tell if it's the servers or computer or the... Oh, old school RuneScape. Yeah, you'd think that would be pretty stable. So, but they... Yeah, so usually they're like... They say something if it's the servers. Yeah, I know the IKEA shark. Obviously. But you could check your ping. You could do a network test just to make sure that that looks stable. To do the network test route, you kind of have to know what your internet's supposed to look like do a regular network check. That's something my router actually does automatically. I have a Google router, so yours might do that too. Ping's good, network test seem good. Then, yeah, it might be their servers. Like, I'm sure, like old school RuneScape, it's cool that that exists. But yeah, those servers probably aren't their priority that much. What movie are you quoting, V? I don't know what movie that is. What is the question? The question was sorry, I didn't say what the question was. The question was, how do I know if the problem with what I'm doing online is their servers, my internet, or your computer? I don't know very much. I played RuneScape when I was younger a little bit, but when I say I played RuneScape, I went on there and told people run escape from RuneScape, because if you look at it, just separate the run from escape, and you've got run escape. Get away from the game is what I would say. I'm typing in RuneScape Classic servers. So something you can always do is type it in and then go on social media and see if other people are like, are you having a problem too? Are you having a problem with the servers? I'm having a problem. RuneScape Classic subreddit. People got private servers. It's a top tier game if I give it a chance, huh? Believe me, I gave it a chance. I don't know. For the price of free, I went with other options. My friends liked it. It was cool they liked it. But I saw them leveling up their fire making to level 100, and I thought, this is too much simulation for me. I don't want to level my fire making up to level 100. I know who Zezima is from Osmosis. Is Zezima still play? Down detector is good. Yeah, for knowing if a service is down. If you search for, yeah. HTTPS. Of course you can ask me something. I'm good with nerdy questions. I can help you with your internet problems or diagnose your internet. That's the most for RuneScape 3. Do I know anything about quantum physics? I know a little bit. I can tell you that time travel isn't going to happen in our lifetime because of the limits of quantum physics. Quantum computers are interesting if you're into that kind of thing. The way that they work is not binary, but with qubits, so you get more positions that one bit can be. So, pretty cool. You can do some different kinds of calculation, just adding more dimensions to what's already there. Linus AB says, hey, why isn't the chat working? Right, I forgot to. Sorry, I didn't make sure that the chat works on the live stream. I apologize if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, but now it's working. Do I know what Kern are preparing to do with quantum computing? I'm not, actually. Any movies I've watched that are interesting? Not lately. But if you have a recommendation, that'd be cool. Yes, Dopamine Hunter. They say, actually, every time you move, you experience time slightly slower compared to stationary people. You're right. And I could orbit the Earth, and I would age slower than the people on Earth because I'd be moving faster. But, yeah. So most people will never experience time travel. Well, crap. Will never experience it, like, to a point where they will perceive it. Because there were those twins. The one is an astronaut. The Kelly twins. Yeah. Who's my Smash Melee main? Jigglypuff. Easy question. Thanks for asking. I'm not the best. I'm no Hungrybox. Beast mode. Yeah. I also play with, like, Jigglypuff in the other games though, so I like to play as everybody. But Jigglypuff I like just because rollout makes things easy. I'm gonna shut my door real quick. Hi. I'm screaming. Just saying hi to my partner. Knife of Woodsboro says, is it okay to buy a pre-built PC from Best Buy for like $1,200? What are the specs? Kind of depends. Because there's some high-end boutique stuff where they really gouge you. But right now, with the way RAM prices are, there are some pre-builts. If you find the right bundle, then it's worth the money. Boy, it's a good thing I muted this. Sorry. Don't worry about that. You have no idea because you know nothing about PCs, like zero. That's okay too. Like, there are lots of people out there who will tell you, like, if they'll tell you go to PC Part Picker on that website, it will tell you if two things are not, like, compatible, like if the GPU is too long for your case, or if your CPU won't work on the motherboard, for instance. You haven't had a PC since 2006, Knife of Woodsboro. Dang. That's been a while. Well, you're in for a treat then. New PCs are pretty cool. But yeah, if you could build it yourself, like, especially if you got a Micro Center near you, that's a really good deal. Otherwise, if you're willing to hunt down for deals, Reddit's okay, but Reddit sucks. I don't like sending people to Reddit. So the Reddit admins are really awful. I did miss a question. Yeah, sorry, Linus, I didn't really respond to what you were saying. Sorry you're having a shitty time. Hope you feel better. I know, getting over that stuff's really hard. Yeah, just letting go of somebody if they're not there for you. That's really, really hard to do, but you're stronger for it, for recognizing it and getting yourself out of there. So I'm sure you did the right thing. Okay, let's see. If I went bald, do I think I could still find love? I have found love. My partner loves me. If I went bald, she'd still love me, for sure. I know this in my heart. And she loves me with long hair, and she liked me with shorter hair. But she likes me the way that I'm confident. And so, if you're confident bald, you got no problems finding love, I think. You just gotta lean into it, accept it. That's easier said than done, though. Hi, Leah. Thank you, Silver Slade. Cute wig. It's not a wig. This is not a wig. I get what you mean, though. Like, I've got the center part going on. This is not a wig, trust me. I've got a hairline. My hairline's kind of high up. Maybe that's what you're thinking. Got a widow's peak. That's interesting you thought I had a wig. There's nothing wrong with wigs, though. My grandma wore a wig my whole life. My grandma was also a smoker, had a deep voice, like I do. So. Knife of Woodsboro, we were talking about their computer. They say they're not trying to play Tarkov or anything, just like Fallout New Vegas and modded games from way before. Yeah, then you don't need crazy hardware if you're going to get like texture packs and stuff. But that's like, yeah, sometimes those are really weird. Sometimes they ruin the atmosphere. I have a thing about remasters and remakes. They're difficult to stomach sometimes when you know that the original thing, like, it's not treating that with respect. It's altering things too much. It's making deliberate choices that the creators wouldn't have made of the original game. Sometimes those creators are crappy people, and like, F them. Like, their vision, I don't care about it. But sometimes, you know, there was meaning behind those decisions, and look at the new Zelda remake. There's probably things in that someone's like, oh, we wouldn't have ever done it like that. So, like, even in just that tiny little bit. Anyway, yeah. So I think that'll be fine for your computer. You don't need to get a bunch of mods and stuff. People will say, like, oh, why not mods? But Muhammad asks, am I religious? No, not whatsoever. Why do you ask? It's not quite a nerdy question, but it's ma'am. Am I giving ma'am? That's cool. Am I atheist? Yes. Why do you ask? Like I said, not exactly a nerdy question. I don't know why people come in here and ask my religion. But just because I'm trans, I guess? I don't know. People ask if I'm Jewish. I'm not Jewish, if you're wondering. You can talk about that. I'm just curious why you brought it up. Do you go into random lives and ask people if they're religious? Is that how you spend time? That's all I'm curious about. Because people do come in here and ask me, and I don't know why. Like, I don't think of this as like a Christian platform. There are religious themed lives, a lot of them. So what about my live made you want to ask that? This is an honest question, Muhammad. I really want to know, because I want to know how to center this live around my audience that I'm looking for. They probably left, but if you didn't leave, like, yeah, please. Anyway, I'm here answering nerdy questions, and this is fun. I don't know, I just felt like it. Okay, that's fair. Assalamu alaikum. So I got some oil today. I'm gonna do a little fixer job in my kitchen because the exhaust fan doesn't work. Hi, Berica. Thank you. I didn't even shampoo today, but people are still like, "Oh, you're here." It makes me happy. Validates me feeling dirty. I also got sweaty. It was really humid today. I don't deal well with that. So I'm a little sticky. But honestly, I looked in the mirror after I came in and I thought my skin's glowing a little bit more. It's just sweat, but it looks nice. And what was I doing outside? Hanging out. Up to core. I don't think that's yeah, I'm not engaging in the conspiracy theory. People, if you're interested in the context, people like to say that, you know, never mind. It's very much not important. If you've got a question and you're not here to troll me, I mean, if you're here to troll me, just be like cute about it. Like, be funny. I'd like that. If you get my goat, like, I'll probably laugh. People have hit me with some absurd stuff that I could not help but be like, hee hee, like, just burst out laughing. Because that's what I do. I laugh at absurd things. If you have an absurd take, then I'd love to hear it. I've thought about making this show, like, share your absurd, like, take with me, and I will debate on your behalf in this live and make it about that if it's funny enough, if it's interesting enough for me to wrap my head around. I haven't done that yet, but maybe I'll do that like on a Friday or something. I don't know. So I was going to fix my exhaust fan in my kitchen. That's one of my nerdy things. I'm good around the house. I like to learn about how to fix my appliances and stuff. My exhaust fan, though, when I moved in, it's been like, it hasn't worked since I moved in, but I hear the electricity going. So what I've concluded, I thought it was just like broke, but I think it's just like it's stuck. It's just got so much grease in there from cooking that it's just, yeah, it doesn't spin anymore. But I got some motor oil, specifically electric motor oil, and that is supposed to fix it up. Hi, Fizzy Force. I play a lot of games, and thank you for the compliment. I've been playing a lot of Mina the Hollower right now. I'm meant to be playing Marathon with my friend right now, but that's been a real uphill struggle since the season restarted. Thank you for the follow, Salt Peanut and Fizzy Force. Yeah, but I play almost any kind of games. You've been playing Warframe. Fizzy Force says they've been playing Warframe for 12 years, so like the whole time it's been out. It's probably been out longer than that, actually. I've never booted it up. I've been told, like, yeah, you should. Like, at this point, it's worth trying. I just never have. Do you think I should boot it up? Should I download Warframe right now? You feel kind of insane. I know what you mean. I played a game called True Idol Simulator for, like, I can tell you exactly. I could boot it up now, but that would be like smoking a cigarette when I've taken a break for this many years. But it was just a game where you just idled. It had some achievements, but I mostly just wanted to beat a streamer that I like. And I did. You play Destiny 2 as well. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry. Well, you can still, like, play it, I think, right? Like, they closed it down to... Or was this, like, the closing down? Because it's still alive, like the original Destiny, right? So, someone said, what's up, bro? So I do have my pronouns down here. She or they is ideal versus he. That's the thought. PK is bae. Thoughts on progesterone? I'm not a doctor, but I take progesterone. It's improved things, I think. Some things are better than they were before, but it's hard to say what is the progesterone and what's the estrogen, honestly. But I've seen the benefits that you usually hear about progesterone. Maybe not as that crazy, if you know what I'm talking about. Not exactly like that, but some people take double the dose that I do. Question for me, user? Go for it. Yeah, Fizzy Force, what did you mean by you find it tough for most of your friends in the US? User, if you're asking me a question, it might have gotten filtered. I don't see it. Oh, Fizzy, you said there's not going to be any more stories. You can still play it, but it's whatever. Yeah. Yeah, it's whatever. I know what you mean. Yeah, you mean, yeah, like free to play games like that. That is really nice. See, I'm a millennial. Like maybe that's my expectation. I don't really expect free to play games, and I don't necessarily expect like good value out of free to play games. So the fact that people just indefinitely play like Warframe, like it boggles my mind. At the same time, there are free games that I do play, and like that contradicts it. But it's still like I think about like certain things, and it's like, oh, that's like a free game. Not for me, but it's arbitrary. Yeah, it'd be cool if more stuff is free. It's just supporting it. Developing stuff is hard, and those people deserve to be paid for what they do. So it's very difficult to justify a free thing if they can't like sell you some stuff as well. People in the Warframe community are cool. I've heard that. The people that I know that play it are nice. I just haven't really talked to them about Warframe. The free game that I play is called a Maple Story Idol. I used to play a free game called Maple Story when I was younger, and this is that, just like distilled into an idle experience. But the thing is, I can kind of play it actively, which is bad, because then I actually pay attention to it, which defeats the purpose. You used to be a PlayStation player, Fizzy Force. You still got an Xbox One. That's getting a little older now. Anybody got questions? I don't remember what the question was originally. Honestly. Oh, okay. You just mentioned, like, do I play games? That was it. Oh, you have a Series X, but you only play that sometimes. I have a Series S. It doesn't get a lot of play these days. When I had Game Pass, I used it more. I've got PC Game Pass now, but I don't really like paying for that if I don't have to, if I don't feel like I could. You asked, have I been on vacations lately? What makes you ask? But no, I haven't been on vacations lately. Do I look like tan or sunburned? My face is a little red all the time. It's just how it is. Big Apple. What are you? I don't know. I don't understand the question. I look kind hot. It's a little hot up here. Yeah. If you think that I'm cute, I have links in my bio. Well, a Linktree link that you can't actually click, but if you copy it, it will take you to some accounts where I post selfies of myself that you might enjoy. I've been trying to get, yeah, I just really appreciate if you followed me at some other places, if you like me. Linktree of joy and selfies. Yes, there's some joy on there. Okay, Fizzy Force. You know, I was being cute, but don't talk to my viewers like that, please. I'm sorry that they disrespected you, Fizzy Force. That's not cool. You should not take them seriously. You will not see them again here. That's a promise. Unless they get around the block, which would be harassment. Hi, Mushroom Boo. So, if anybody's got more questions, let me know. They call themselves Big Apple and there's not a sign of New York on that profile. I mean, that's funny. Funnier if they're just like, I'm the Big Apple, I think. But I don't want to give them the benefit of the doubt. You're right. I don't know. Mushroom Boo, you are welcome to ask whatever question that you have. They're meant to be nerdy questions, but I just like to help, so happy to help. Thank you, Airman. It's my baby Luna. Actually, that might be Stella right now. No, that's Luna. Yeah. Hi, Sophie Sticks. If you've got a nerdy question, I've got a nerdy answer. I'm pointing at links down below. Also, if you're watching on the TikTok stream and you're enjoying this, I'm on YouTube and Twitch too, which might be a preferable kind of format. Mushroom Boo asks, do I know how to work with API keys for app integrations? Yes, I do. I know what you're talking about. I was an API developer, full stack developer. If you're having trouble, yeah, if you explain it a little bit more, I can maybe help you. If you just need it like explained to you, I could also do that. You need my help? Okay. Airman asks, how do I make $4,000 in a month? I wish I knew. Well, it depends if you're going to be ethical, if you can, what kind of person you are, I guess. Can I think of any ethical ways right off the top of my head? No, I can't. But it's not so easy to do online. I would definitely say an IRL job is the easiest way to make $4,000 a month. I don't know, mow some lawns. No, sorry, I don't mean that. That's rude. Mushroom Boo says they have a social media project they're creating, so that's what you need API key help for. Okay. So if you're just trying to do like a simple integration, you should be able to find a tutorial somewhere. Like when I'm trying to figure that stuff out, what I do is I look for another example where somebody's doing the exact same thing. And I don't copy it, but I really like examples. That's what I try to stick to. Some people will tell you to go to AI. I don't have an opinion on that in this context. Holy dude, Batman. I'm waiting for, I think Absolute Batman's maybe this week. That should be good. It's not crazy that I just know API stuff off the top of my head, Airman. I'm a developer. Thank you, Mushroom Boo. That's very kind of you. I mean, I work with APIs. I'm a technical writer. Like I wrote about APIs. I help developers write better API documentation. I let them know the best way to structure it out because I'm a developer. So I like to do the meta stuff, which is like documenting the code and making the website that hosts the documentation, like that kind of thing. Hi, Angel. Asked, do I like D&D? I do. Yeah. I've played more Call of Cthulhu, but yeah, I like D&D. Yeah, so yeah, as far as API integrations go, look for somebody else who's trying to do what you're doing on the same kind of web page. And also doing it from scratch is not always the thing that you should do. Sometimes you should go to a web. I should check out your work? Yeah, maybe if I check out your work, that will make it more clear. Neurodiverse LGBT stoner vibes. I like that. Yeah, I like that bio. I'll follow you back for sure. My music stopped. Oh, did you make this? This is quite nice. Let's see what you're using, because I can creep on that kind of stuff. sw.js. Stripe. Yeah, Stripe's good. Solid. Yeah, so you're having trouble doing customizations then, is what I'm guessing, on what you've made. I don't know how much, can't really tell how much from scratch you're doing, just right off the bat. I mean, this looks Right. See your CSS, that might give me an idea. I'm looking for like boilerplate stuff, basically, to clue me in. It's the kind of hunting I do when I'm going to document something or I'm trying to figure it out. Like if I was trying to like hack your web page, which I'm not going to do. I promise. I don't think I could. There's a lot in the CSS file, so there's definitely some just automating Twilio. Okay. Or integrating Twilio. Okay. I see. Yeah, whatever applet they have is definitely going to have resources to help you beyond that, like the customization. Yeah, you can DM me if you really need help with that. I don't want to bore everybody, but thank you for asking a nerdy question that I was well suited to answer. Someone said looking strong. Thank you. I do exercise. Someone said, what am I doing? Answering questions. Lily asks, it was the right choice to leave because he couldn't deal with his addiction to... Yeah. So, I don't know. It depends. If that's like a trust thing that you've talked about and they're violating that trust, then that sucks. But if that's just like a thing that they do, and you haven't like set boundaries, like it is a normal... So the threshold for addiction on that stuff, Lily, the media and like popular culture will make it out to be a lower threshold for addiction than it actually is. Like you really need to be looking at it a lot to consider it an addiction. But it's just about the context of your relationship, really. I would frame it more as like a trust thing. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily reject them if they're like, yeah, it's a problem. Like I do it too much and they can't like stop. Yeah, even at work is I would say that's not good. But yeah, every day is not weird, but at work is not good. Okay, Mushroom Boo. Have I ever tried doing capture the flag challenges? Angel asks. I like in real life? No. I'm like strong, like I'm not weak, but I'm not so coordinated. Stuff like that, sometimes I don't do so well. Yeah, and Lily, I don't mean to dismiss your concern either. Like I was saying, like if this is a straight up a fidelity thing, it's not necessarily a fidelity thing, is my point. Like people can have healthy relationships with that, but if it's been a problem for this long, like since you've gotten together. Oh, Angel, I know what you're talking about. That kind of capture the flag. No, I've never done that. I think it might be a little difficult for me. I could do like a hackathon, like maybe try to like break into a website or something maybe. But yeah, I would love to try it. I think it would mostly be me like sitting agape at all the people who are actually really good at it while I'm just kind of learning a bit about it. Someone offered me some unsolicited advice. I don't, that's fine. I'd like to know like, what game should I play next? I've been playing Mina the Hollower, but I'll finish that at some point. But, Rushig asks, I'm not sure exactly what the question is. John Lennon, that's funny. From the Carb Man. Got crazy into Cicada 3301 and went down a rabbit hole. You're even part of a team who solved OP01. I'm impressed, very much so. That's hard stuff. I look at like Marathon had an ARG, and I was just looking at that, and that looked like a lot for me to comprehend. maybe that would be a fun thing for you to look at. It's all like solved now, but like the cryoarchive ARG was interesting. So yeah, that stuff really interests me. It's just I see it after the fact usually, or when I'm in it, it's like, oh, I don't really have any ideas. Can I sing Imagine? I might get like copyright struck or something. I prefer Paul McCartney though, personally. But Rusa Gas, like, I'm guessing they think I should. Are you asking if like being trans is genetic? It can be, yeah. Not always, but it's not something that's easy to like check the markers for. The science isn't really there, and MRI is not reliable enough to see that on like a person-to-person scale. Like you couldn't say someone is trans based on a brain scan, but there are heritable features of it. You like OSINT challenges, Angel? Just figuring out what that is. This almost looks like the AI training that I've done. Okay, you're just like figuring stuff out. That's interesting. I like this. Yeah, using the internet as a knowledge worker and a journalist, I used to do a lot of that. I still do. But it's gonna be, but you don't have to take my word for it. But I think I am wise. I kind of look like Jesus. You know, some people think Jesus was non-binary too. They say he had a wound in his side and their side. I don't know. I think it's likely there was a historical Jesus, but I think he was just a very cool guy, probably. The music keeps turning on and off. I wonder if that's messing with my wife's music. So I'm just going to pause it. Sorry if you were appreciating the music, but I'm just turning it off for now. Non-binary Jesus in the dream rotation. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. He might get really preachy. They might get really preachy. You're like, we need to share this with everybody. Like, oh, crap. Because if you're not like a believer, but you just think historical Jesus would have been cool, like they can't turn grass into green. It's more just a top DJ. Don't mind the shorts. Thank you, DJ. I should do one of these OSINT challenges sometime on here. I know you're not supposed to like record and stream this, but if I just do like the first one, that's probably okay. Like the first few. I understand why you wouldn't want to post like exercises like that online, like the answers. Thank you, Angel. I got this from the thrift store. I'm sure people do it all the time. It's just I want to respect it. Like I've put answers to like is it Project Euler problems that I solved like on my GitHub, and I almost felt bad about that. But that's also something that just shows like, hey, I can problem solve. Thomas, you wish your voice was that deep? You could, yeah, I don't know. You could voice train. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I was born like this, so I've thought about voice training, but I really like my voice, and a lot of other people do too. So I don't really feel weird about it. Am I planning FFS? It's an option. It's covered by my insurance. I think I'm pretty how I am, but for my safety, honestly, it's a thing I've thought about for sure. You've considered going back to college to be a PI. I don't know how you get work doing that. Like, I've read a lot of Hercule Poirot books, but he started on the police force, you know? I don't know how you get into that world. I don't know how you become a Sherlock Holmes other than just being like the very best whoever was. I don't have facial dysphoria. Not really. Victoria. I like myself more now than I did before I started HRT. I'm wearing a little bit of makeup. That makes me feel pretty good. But I mean, as a non-binary person, like one of the reasons that I say I'm non-binary, not like a trans woman. I mean, if someone says I'm a trans woman, I'm not going to say they're wrong. Like, I'm very close to that. Close enough that effectively they're very similar. Like, I'm a trans feminine person, but yeah, I don't get as much dysphoria from that. It's more other things. Like, I'm not manly. Some of my like outward features are manly, but I'm not manly. Batty Kawaii Shots asks, could a black hole power civilization? Yes, easily. It could power our civilization. In a lot of science fiction comics and things, often a black hole is the source of power for like, and if we were to be like a super civilization, we would need that amount of power to like be traveling the universe and traveling time even. Like if you want to manipulate quantum strings, you're probably going to need a black hole or some kind of very, very high energy system. And at a certain point, black hole, like energy probably turns into a black hole, you know? I can't explain it exactly, but I definitely think it could power civilization. We could find a way. This Angel talking about being a PI. I also have narcolepsy, so I don't know if I could stake out someone for hours. Yeah, TV makes it look easy. They just get a bunch of donuts and some coffee. These days I would more like set bugs in places, but that would be like evidence that wouldn't be admissible in court. So it would really need to be more like private thing. Because if you get found out, you're going to get arrested. Probably. But there are some places where you're allowed to monitor. Like, it's like a one party recording place versus like both parties need to consent. It is cool, Batty Kawaii Shots. If you read about like time travel, you'll like what's the reality of time travel? You'll get into this kind of stuff. Like, how do we get that much energy, like to make people go that fast, like the speed of light, and then like be going around a curve a certain way? I haven't played DBL yet. We were talking about free-to-play games earlier. Maybe I should have asked about DBL. Bornana asked, do I believe in the quantum immortality theory? Let me look that up. Quantum immortality. Sorry, I shouldn't read the Google summary. I don't know. Like, in theory, there are always parallel universes popping up. So in that way, like, I definitely, quantum immortality is a thing that could happen. But yeah, it's just like contacting those other realities would be extremely difficult or energy consuming. So I don't know if we'd ever see proof of that. But I like the idea that, like, you know, things could happen in another configuration where we would be back again, like things would happen again in a similar way. If you believe that the universe, like the creation of it, goes on a loop, which is kind of a theory that I like. Basically, there's a big bang, but then at the very beginning of the timeline, like the universe like starts itself. So it's kind of like there's a loop here loop here at the beginning. Sorry. It's kind of like, and then there's another big bang. but it starts like it's just always been going, is my thought. But the nature of that means quantum immortality. Like, no, like from that perspective, I don't really think like this all ends and we come back necessarily. It's a nice thought though. It gives me comfort. It's a peak game, Borniana. Okay, no, that's two votes for Dragon Ball Legends. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Angel. Egg theory. Someone being like eggish? Or never mind. I think I know what you're talking about. What? The egg theory. I don't know what you're talking about. Egg theory. If this is a game, I can't quite find it. I'm finding some like things that are vaguely egg theory, but oh, okay. I thought that maybe it was a game, like instead of Dragon Ball Legends. Everyone who has or will live is also you. I don't know. I'm kind of a determinist, so like I think it's kind of unlikely, like energy happening that same way again. But some people think that's kind of sad. I try not to talk about the ends of what I think about the world, because the world is great. The way that things that happen after you're gone, like I'm not worried about that. Okay, thanks for hanging out, Angel. If anybody's got any more questions, happy to answer. Got me thinking about quantum physics now. I'm going to have to go on a Wikipedia hunt later and refresh my memory on some things. Borniana, you say that you can harness a black hole, go back in time, and say hi to Einstein. Boy, that sure would probably make him feel a lot more confident about his theory. Someone just requested up. If you say your question, I'll think about it, but I usually just don't accept random requests. I do accept them, and if it's too complicated, like, you can DM me. But I usually let people up if they've been following. No, this is like not their first time here. Do I have a Blaha? Yeah, got like an off-brand one, I think. Yeah. It's not up here. Maybe I should bring it up here. This is Pride Month. There's a rainbow on the other part of my stream. You can't see it here, but I'm gonna... Oh, right, I can't just drag it. Hold on a sec. Ta-da! Yeah. If you go on my Twitch or YouTube, you'll see that. Sorry, I'm fixing it. There we go. It's not Mental Illness Month. I'm not sure why you said that. Do I like Aphex Twin? Yeah. I care about mental health a lot, though. I see a psychiatrist, so I take medication. I don't know what you mean, Biggie. It feels a little bit like you're being disingenuous, like trying to say something that I wouldn't approve of in weird ways. So I'm going to mute you. Giorgio says Freddie Mercury. I don't know what you mean. If anybody's got any questions, happy to answer them. It's getting kind of hot up here, so I might take a break pretty quick. Probably gonna play some more Mina the Hollower today. And hang out with my partner. Yeah, things are really cooling down now. I'm gonna kind of bounce. But if you're here, thanks for hanging out. Oh, Broder Luigi. Broder. Okay. Have a nice day, everybody. If you're on the Twitch or the YouTube, what's up? I would love to see you chat. Because usually things are pretty slow there. I want people to know it's okay to chat. That's why I have these like icons there. Like it's okay to go there and hang out. If you're on the TikTok, like you don't have to be on the TikTok. Hi. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I've got nerdy answers for you. I had music playing, but it's gone now. Maybe that's kind of messed with the vibe a little bit, huh? Thinking about getting hungry, actually. If you know what I should eat. Mel asked a question. What do I do if I'm being extorted, but I can't report at all? Like, no chance like that. That's a tough one. Whew. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you just to pay, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if the consequences are so dire, I think the consequences are usually more dire than people think. Like, people will get over seeing your butt if it's just like that. Like, people have seen my butt. That's cool. But, did you make, like, teeth emoji? Is that what that is? Yeah, sorry if I didn't say the right thing. But yeah, that's really frustrating. I'm sorry that somebody's trying to take advantage of you like that. Yeah, I mean, you can, if your dad and brothers are like mature people, which I'm assuming they're not, if that's the case. Yeah, I know, this happens to people, like, and other people get over it. But I'm not just going to tell you to get over it. I don't mean that. It's just like this. They're definitely doing a mental battle with you. Am I playing a game? No. If you mean like should the bottom be black, yes. That's just for your chat. That's kind of the idea. My webcam setup, it makes it hard to do like a vertical thing. I'm working on it, but TikTok makes that hard because of how they do streaming. They try to keep you in like their closed box. They don't want you going to YouTube or Twitch, so they make it harder to multi-stream. Yeah, since I'm not playing any more music, I think I'm gonna... Well, no, it hasn't quite been an hour yet. I'll hang out for a little longer. If anybody's got any recommendations for me, I'd like to hear them. I'd like even more for some questions to answer. You like the DPZ? Yeah, it's good. Requests for music, like for me to play? Or like recommendations? I like recommendations. Maybe I can still Yeah, I think my wife's trying to use stuff right now, so it's just a little request for anything. I don't know. Honestly, I'm getting my brain's a little burnt out. I'm gonna probably break for. See, people keep coming in though. Hi, if you're just coming in, I'm answering questions. What I could do is play it over my headphones. That might be acceptable. But I hear nothing. Strange. I don't know where the sound is going. It's okay, Roxy. That's not your fault. I don't know why I can't hear music. I appreciate that, Roxy. But yeah, that stuff usually helps me too. I like listening to long videos of people just talking about stuff. I've watched a lot of just people talking into a camera. Thank you, Dorothy. Yours is confused. You gotta tame it sometimes. I have some product called like it's a 10 that I put in mine when I brush it or when I comb it in the morning. Do I like horror? I haven't seen a lot of horror. If you have any recommendations, I like to scream. I like to be scared. It's just not much scares me. Thank you, Clove. If you're just jumping in, this is my show where I usually give advice, answer questions. Usually I've got music playing too, but the music's acting silly. Maybe my, yeah, I really don't know what's happening with that. Psychological horror is your favorite? Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. I like meta stuff, so things that are going to make me think like, oh, could this happen in real life, kind of. Or I like Cabin in the Woods. I saw that a while ago. That was a nice meta spin on horror stuff. If it feels real to me, then that's more likely to scare me. I really don't know where my music's going. Oh, there it is. Took a long time. Hi, Marin. I'm doing good. It's a little hot up here, but I'm here. If you got a question, happy to answer your questions. It is. I was gonna say it is Wednesday. Isn't even necessarily Wednesday for everybody watching. If we have more questions, I do have more answers. And there's even music again. I like listening to this MF Doom album, or Mad Villainy album. The beats are by Madlib, who's a good, well-known producer. Worked with MF Doom, Loop Pack, Freddie Gibbs. Nice beats. Not necessarily just like chill loops, but they go places. Anyway, yeah, TikTok let a few more people in, but looks like people are filtering out now, so. Oh, and then, yeah, I don't mean that. I don't know. If you have a question, happy to answer it. Sometimes TikTok shows me like the live viewers, and I don't want to see that. Like, I just want to, yeah, I don't want to know what that is, because it doesn't always seem accurate. Like, I'll see people chatting, and it says 0, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, that's not right then. Anyway, if you're here, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to, IW. Yeah, I'm still here. Never mind. I'm like, what am I gonna do now? Oh, I don't know. Sorry, my brain really must be like... Right, anyway, somebody was saying like stream some challenges another day. Or I was thinking called like intelligence challenges, where you're like trying to figure something out based on like information you can find online. I might do that sometime soon. Also, I've been saying I was gonna rank the portable Zelda games. I'll do that sometime soon. And I think that's about it now. So if you are still watching, thanks for hanging out. This is like the third time I've done an outro, but that's okay. Bye, everybody.